Hello, welcome to your tarot messages video for November 2022. My name is Anne Vivian. Thank you for joining me again if you're a subscriber, and welcome if you're new. I am excited to make this video, and this is kind of how this video works. I am going to tune into each sign. I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to relay intuitive messages that come through for each zodiac sign. And if you know your moon sign and rising sign, you can tune into those as well. So sun sign and rising sign for general energy. Rising sign can be physical vitality as well. And your moon sign can tell you a little bit more about your emotional life. If you know your Venus sign, you can tune into that sign for your relationships, for relationship energy for November 2022. And this video, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to start with a collective reading for the general collective here on Earth at this time. And then I'm going to go through each sign because that is what I intuitively feel called to do, my friend. And please see the timestamps below if you'd like to jump to your sign. I'm tuning into the collective right now. What do we need to know, Spirit? Tuning into the collective for November 2022. I'll pull a tarot card here. Chariot and Moon. Yes. So collectively, speeding up and slowing down. There's some planets going direct around this time, October, November. There's some cosmic shifts. We're in the middle of a little eclipse season here. We just had the new moon eclipse. So we're gonna have that full moon eclipse coming up. The great severing Mars energy, jump in Andromedan energy. Yeah, so collectively, what I'm sensing for November is there's movement in the air and there are ideas being disseminated. And there are also there's also a very strong emphasis in the collective on intuition and turning within. We're in the time of Scorpio. Most of November is Scorpio season. And I feel like we have this moon guiding us to turn within. There are some mysterious questions that feel like there's just collectively this uncertainty. And one of the things we can do to gain clarity is to go within. I feel like there's this desire, it feels like there's this desire for us to get together and connect, but also this new distance that a lot of people are feeling as we've gone through all these shifts with the pandemic and where we are now. It feels like, you know, we can't go back to how it was. And there's a desire to reconnect. But then there's also this, we can't reconnect in the same way. We can't move forward in the same way. So, you know, it's that sort of cliche, the new normal. How can we move forward with this new vibration? And, you know, it's uncomfortable, and it's, you know, growth is all about working through that discomfort. Tetrahedron, mystical knowledge. So I feel like, and this is the guidance card for us for November, go within and I feel like the message is to go within and aspire to those dreams, goals, and visions, aspire to your higher ideals, even if things have changed. And you may have remembered when you were, many of us were a little bit more inspired, a little bit more energetic, a little bit more, or at least inspired in a different way a few years ago. We were hopeful in a different way. We had a worldview that was different. And I feel like Spirit is guiding us, my friend. Spirit is guiding us. Don't let go of your dreams and your hopes and your vision and the the sparkle, that knowing of the higher reality, what your soul really wants to create in this world. Don't let it go. Even if things are different and the collective energy has shifted, we can move forward and still create and experience beautiful, amazing things. And connecting with that inner knowing, with your intuition, with the Holy Spirit, your higher self, the divine mother, the divine father, the source that is within and around us. Stay connected and have that faith that you can still create beautiful things, and that different doesn't mean wrong, and different doesn't mean a block. Different means different. Different means change. Let's be open to change. Okay, that was the collective reading for November. Let's jump to signs. Let's jump to signs, starting with Aries. Hi, Aries. Tuning into Aries, what does Aries need to know for November 2022? Tuning into Aries. I feel like you got some really good ideas. I feel like just Aries intelligence as I'm tuning into your energy, Aries. Aries. Okay, we've got Two of Wands, Queen of Wands, the World. So tuning into you, Aries. Yeah, and there's that Two of Wands. You've got that mental energy going on, Aries. I feel like two of Wands, you're moving forward with projects. A lot of Aries, you have a lot of ideas, a lot of creative ideas. And you know, I feel your perseverance, that you're willing to move forward with some projects. You have a lot of Aries have some good momentum behind you. And I feel like you're able to move past some barriers to making progress in what your goals, dreams, and visions are. It's kind of like act first and think later. I think, you know, it's kind of like that beautiful Aries. You just go for it. You don't need to have a plan. You figure it out as you go. And then you overcome obstacles as they come up. Queen of Wands is coming up for your relationships, Aries. This could be you. This could be someone in your life. So Queen of Wands, I feel like for you and relationships, Aries, yeah, I feel like, you know, there's this confident female leadership energy here. I feel like some Aries are, there's a challenge in relationships to connecting, because you need to find yourself first and feel your own energy before you can connect with someone else. I feel like the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Gongs, it's the Queen of Gongs, Freudian slip. Maybe you need to do some gong sound healing. The Queen of Wands is here encouraging you to be confident, encouraging you to really get in touch with your own energy and stay true to yourself. And this can help you in relationships. I feel like she's just guiding you not to avoid trusting someone without going within and assessing your own judgment of the situation, and avoid giving yourself away without really centering yourself. You know, avoid giving without using some discernment is what I kind of want to say. I'm going to pull a card for clarity on that. Aries, inner earth, you survive this, new solutions and beginning. So there might be some challenges in relationships coming up, which is an opportunity for growth and an opportunity for healing. But you've also got new solutions and beginnings. And Queen of Wands is success. It's, you know, it's a fiery, energetic, inspired, fun, adventurous, even maybe sexual energy. And you've got inner earth, and she is helping you to hold your own rod of confidence and the feminine also of being reflective and to nurture yourself in relationships. So just, you know, just be aware in relationships and check in with yourself, and that might help you to come up with some new solutions and beginnings. The world is coming up for your career, Aries. Aries, there's gifts for you in the air. There's a newness in the air. There's people wanting to connect with you. And there's a lot on your plate that you could be doing, and it's up to you which direction you go. But there's definitely, you know, this is a card of a portal, an ending and beginning. You might be ending something and beginning something, might be a transition in your job, finance, career. And I feel like you do have like that kind of energy around you that people want to get to know you. People are offering you things. There's a you know, very attractiveness to you. Nine of wands, but there you are. You're not sure, Aries. I think you're kind of not sure in some relationship stuff, possibly a lot of Aries, and I think you're kind of not sure with what's happening in your career. I could be wrong. Did Mars just go retrograde or is about to go retrograde? Yes, on October 30th. So I think this is your retrograde energy a little bit, Mars. Excuse me, Aries, ruled by Mars. This is a time of turning within and reflecting. You might not take as much action, even though you've got, you know, you've got some cool action cards here, and trusting your instincts, and can make progress even if you don't have all of the pieces in place moving forward. You can make progress. But Nine of Wands in your career, I feel like, is guiding you to take a step back and review, reflect before you move forward with some things. And you can reflect on which things are important to reflect on, because some things in your life I feel like with ideas, you might get a lot of ideas. You can move forward really quickly with your ideas, and maybe with some projects that are already having momentum, you could continue with that. But I feel like the cards are guiding you to take it a little easy with verify things before moving forward with new ventures, and reflect on things a little bit. This is a great time to come up with more insights about what could help you with your goals moving forward. But I feel like Spirit is guiding you, you know, persevere, stay true to what you really want. But it does feel like a very attractive energy, like you're attracting opportunities, Aries, you're attracting wealth. I feel like the key to aligning with this flow of what the universe wants to bring you is to use some organization and discernment, to use some understanding, clarifying what you really want. And I feel like Spirit is guiding you. You need to find a way to map this out. So avoid being chaotic with new things, with new ventures. Try and reflect, clarify, even come up with some plans and map them out, and do some research. This is a great time to you know, do that kind of retrograde stuff. So that was Aries. Aries, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful November. Take care. Hi, Taurus. Welcome, Taurus. Let's tune into my beautiful Tauran friends for November 2022. What do you need to know, Taurus? What does Taurus need to know for November 2022? Well, I hear the word impeccable. And here the Queen of Swords comes out. That there's some Taurans striving and focused on success and improvements and being impeccable in some way, making improvements, cleaning things up. All right, what does Taurus need to know? Oh, we got 8 of Cups falling out, Taurus. Taurus needs to know for November 2022. Taurus, these cards are for Taurus. Okay. 9 of Swords. Don't panic. 8 of Pentacles. The Star. These are your cards. All right. Okay, here we go. So, and then we've got the Queen of Swords and 8 of Cups that fell out. So Taurus, this is what I'm getting for you, my friend. You know, for some Taurans, it might be a time of, it's a little bit hard to move on from something. There's a challenge of letting something go. You might be challenged to face some feelings about something, some difficult feelings. You know, this is Scorpio season, most of November. It's the time when we get to face our shadow. So you might have some stuff coming out. You know, it's also a time of being close with the spirit world, and it's a time of turning within and looking at the darkness. So 9 of Swords for you, Taurus. I feel like you're moving forward with something. There might be some, you know, grieving, letting go, coming to terms with something. There might be some worry or just some difficulties coming up around moving forward and letting go in some way. So you might have some sadness or anger or worries or forlornment, different emotions coming up, but Spirit is here to help you heal and let go of whatever it is and come to terms with whatever it is. And this could be someone around you as well. It could be you're, you know, feeling this energy around you, but something might come up that's just asking you to let go and move forward. 8 of Pentacles is for your relationships. Interesting, Taurus. So your relationship energy, you have a good sense of others around you this month, I feel like, Taurus. And I feel like you're really putting your best face forward. You know, I feel that, and I felt that when I just tuned into you. You're working on taking something to a higher level, and you might be doing some improvements in relationships, some learning in relationships. This is a card of learning, improving your craft. It's also an abundance card. So Taurus, excuse me, I feel like you really have the ability to cheer people up around you this month, and that's really important. And I feel like your work might be something to balance with your personal life, that it might be a little bit difficult to, in the beginning, find the right balance between work and personal life. So make sure that you're not overworking and, you know, avoiding your relationships or your self-care. But I feel like Eight of Pentacles is inspiring. It's helping you to work through some things in relationships, and I feel like you're really able to, I'm going to pull up a card for clarity here. I feel like you're able to understand things in a new way with people around you, not take things so seriously. And Lovers, okay, Taurus, and big emphasis on relationships here. And this is also a card of balance. So I feel like Lovers is coming out. You know, make sure you spend some time with yourself, and that there's balance between self and others, you know, alone and togetherness time, balance work and personal life. This is a card of, you know, romance and relationships, and also choice and balance. So those themes might be coming out for you. This might be a sign of a new relationship. And I really feel like, you know, clarifying what you want is helpful. This is a card of choice. Clarify, decide, what do I really want in my friendships and my relationships? This is going to be something to help you in your relationships, Taurus. And, you know, there's also, you might be someone's sweetheart this month. You might, you know, have an emphasis on relationships. You might start a new relationship, take it to a deeper level, getting some more love and affection there. Nice, Taurus. Stars coming out for your work, career, finance. So yeah, so star, Taurus. I feel like the star is helping you to break free from something that is binding you. The star is expansive. The star is mystical and magical and cosmic and not bound by the earthly rules. We're in the other dimensions here when we touch with that star energy. So your star energy is helping you to sort of bust out of what's constraining you in your career. There's hope. There's divine guidance. There's your cosmic team of guides and angels and ancestors is here supporting you. And make sure that you're tuning into that. Make sure it's not all work and no play, and that you're just, avoid moving ahead without really tuning in. Make sure you're tuning in. Make sure you're praying and asking for, help, meditating, whatever your spiritual practice is, whatever your way of connecting with spirit, with source. Make sure and do that this month, Taurus. I feel like there's a lot of wisdom coming out in your career. You can express that wisdom in your career. You can understand the undercurrents in your work, and you can kind of feel which way the wind is blowing, what direction the wind is blowing, or kind of feel the undercurrents. And this can be really helpful, Taurus, with angels and ancestors card, with understanding how you want to move forward in your career. You might be going to someone for advice. There might be someone who's really helpful giving you advice this November in your career, or a mentor that you're connecting with. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Yeah. So you are surrounded by protective energy in your work and your career right now, Taurus. And please know that. And I feel like you're going to get more ideas about what changes you want to make that you haven't been aware of. You're going to get some creative, intuitive, cosmic, super conscious ideas about how you could possibly expand in your career and finances. So yeah, that's what's coming up for you, my dear Taurus, for work and finances. Interesting. Yeah, we've got 7 of swords. So you might be, making some changes and wanting to move away from something, move towards something, a new beginning. That might be a possibility here. So know that you are protected. Use your spiritual practice in your career. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful November. Blessings. Okay, Taurus. Doing great on time. And next up, my beautiful people, is Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Are my beautiful Gemini twins. It's nice to connect with you, Gemini. Thank you for tuning in. Gemini, what is it, Spirit wants you to know for November? November 2022, tuning into Gemini. What does Gemini need to know for this upcoming month? These cards are for Gemini. Gemini 2022, November. I feel like there's an assessment of wanting to take a risk, something about wanting to take a risk, but just as I'm tuning into you, but wanting to assess things before you take a risk. Ooh, okay, interesting. We've got Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, and Ace of Cups for you, gems. Gemmy gems. All right. Gemini, general energy, Queen of Cups for Gemini. This could be you. This could be someone in your life. This could be energy around you expressing in your life. So Gemini, you're able to, I think it's like ingenuity. You're seeing things from a higher perspective, and I feel like there's this newness in the air that I'm sensing with you. It's like something is new, and you have the faith that you can get something done. A lot of Gemini are able to see things from a more intuitive place. And I feel like, which is, it's kind of a theme coming up in the cards, but I feel like you're seeing the big picture with something, and this is helping you to fix something or align yourself with the right people so that you can move forward accordingly. Yeah, oh wow. Six of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Victory, got victory cards, abundance cards. Gemini, yeah. I feel like that, yeah, there is the patience, and there's that taking a risk and assessing. You have the patience to move forward, and the patience to assess. Here's that assessment card. Let me hang on here. The Four of Pentacles is hang on here. Let me just slow things down. And this guy's moving ahead, right? So Gemini, you're able to assess things before you move ahead, and this is going to help you know which direction to take. We've got Page of Swords for your relationships, and I just feel called to draw Angels and Ancestors card for clarity. So relationships, Gemini, November. I feel like you're taking the lead on something. Sage, be devoted and committed. So there might be some commitment here. So Page of Swords and Sage. I feel like you're really benefiting those around you this month, Gemini. You're singing your own song, and it feels like a really good friendship energy around you, actually, is what I'm feeling here. But I feel like in your relationships, you're kind of experimenting with different things. It's kind of this light energy of I'm aware of, what am I trying to say here? Gemini, it's like I'm feeling this out as I'm talking, so thank you for bearing with me. So Page of Swords, I feel like with your relationship energy in November, it's funny, it feels like you want to be alone, but you also want to connect with others. It feels like you're wanting to sort of feel the energy out before maybe you move forward with a relationship or a friendship. So there's that commitment card, but there's also this kind of push pull with I want to move forward. I want to maybe deepen my connection or intimacy or commitment, but I'm also wanting to hold myself back and assess, which is kind of a general energy I picked up on you. But it's definitely, I feel like, in relationships, you are a good friend this month. You are beneficial to others in your life just naturally. You're radiating that beautiful Gemini affection and magic and charm. And I feel like you're just trying different things in relationships, and that could help you too. Trying, just being aware of like how much you care about what people think of you. Can I just be myself? Am I um, am I being non-committal? Am I, not following through with my word? Am I being unreliable? Am I, kind of taking things too seriously, taking on too much responsibility? So I feel like it's a good month to sort of play around with, you know, different approaches and attitudes in your relationship. And I feel like this could help you to understand how to balance relationships and move forward, in a more successful, balanced way, Gemini. Yeah. I feel like it's just like a friend energy. Wise friend came out, sacred geometry. So I feel like, you have a lot of love to give, Gemini, and it feels like people are really wanting to connect with you. it feels like a lot of Geminis are wanting to branch out. I'm feeling that in your relationships, that some Geminis might be feeling a little bit hemmed in or a little bit unsure about some relationships, and you're wanting to break out, break free. You want to maybe like keep some things to yourself from some people. You want to embark on maybe some new adventures and new relationship styles. It feels like, yeah, you have the opportunity to maybe make some changes in relationships. I'm going to pull another card for clarity for relationships, friendships, family, romantic. This could even be work relationships, but it feels like, you know, some Gemini are just looking at, what are my options here? Do I want to move forward and maintain the status quo, or do I want to kind of bust out? I think there's a part of you that wants to bust out and try something new. We got 2 cups. So do I want to deepen this relationship? Do I want a new relationship, friendship, connection, circle? I feel like 2 of Cups is saying for you, Gemini, you know, it's guiding you. Allow yourself to feel loved and break free from those old patterns that aren't serving you. And if there's something in your life that's in your relationships that is not going as you wish, you know, the 2 of Cups is a card of relationships. It's a card of love, and it's a card of balance and healing. So creating, you know, improved relationships, whether that's with the friend or partner you're with, or family member, or whoever, or if it's a new relationship. But allow yourself to truly be loved and to surround yourself with people who really do love you, and step up to the plate yourself and love with integrity. The Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. That fell out. This is a starseed card. So you might be aware of some unconscious stuff that's been blocking you in relationships this month, Gemini. If you do a little digging, you might find some things there, and be aware of how maybe your unconscious has been playing out in your behaviors, which might be really healing for you in relationships. So some Gemini might be starting a new relationship in November, but you have the opportunity to break out, you know, try some new things, either new relationships or maybe improve the relationships you have now, or, you know, for some Gemini, they're kind of moving away from some friendships and relationships. Career for Gemini, we've got Ace of Cups. A lot of Gemini, it's like gestation. Your you know, Ace of Cups is a new beginning, and it's a new beginning. It's intuitive, it's spiritual, it's emotional, it's imaginative, it's creative. It could be any of these things. So that's coming up in your career, and it makes me want to ask, are you doing what you love? Are you bringing in something that nurtures you? Are you incorporating something that nurtures you in your career? Chariot comes out for your career. These are some powerful cards, Gemini. So Chariot for you, Gemini, I feel like this is guiding you to take control of something, and not just be passive with your career, but, you know, take the reins on something and really drive it. I think some Gemini, you know, might benefit from research, study, classes, doing some kind of learning might help your career this month, Gemini. But you taking the reins and using your, you know, being proactive is going to help and prevent you from being kind of nebulous and, you know, indecisive and cloudy. Let me pull a sacred geometry card. And I feel like, you know, Ace of Cups, Gemini, I think, you know, it's really important you to figure out what floats your boat and make sure that, you know, you're getting that in your career, and you have the opportunity to make some changes to make sure you're feeling nurtured, make sure you're feeling inspired, doing what you love. incorporating more of that into your career. We've got, this is a very relationshipy month for you, Gemini. We've got Sacred Union here. So it's another relationship card. So it's also a card about balance, and it's a card about relationships. And this is coming out, I asked for your career. So relationships might also be playing into your career, or career playing into your relationships. And this has come out before in some other signs, but question is, are you balancing work and relationships? You might have a relationship opportunity having to do, you know, that comes up in your work. And I feel like, you know, things having to do with trust are coming up as well. So relationships can be really important in your work at this time, Gemini. And I feel like, you know, a lot of Gemini, you've got a very receiving of love energy, that people are wanting to reach out to you, and you have the opportunity to perhaps even marry two things at work, and create a design incorporating two different things, or create a program, or, you know, plan moving forward. I've also pulled King of Swords for your work. Again, decisiveness, leader. So be decisive at work, and it feels like there's just sort of, you know, it almost feels like it's messy or a little bit chaotic with your career right now. Things are sort of up in the air. There's just a lot of, you know, unstructured energy around you. That might not be a bad thing, but it feels a little bit like on the chaotic, unstructured side. And I feel like, you know, so what I want to say in summation is clarity, balance. You might have some confusion or lack of clarity, a lot of just, there might be some personal energy, you know, overlapping with your career. There might be opportunities, there might be just confusion about, you know, how you're connecting with people at work, or what you want, or what choice you want as far as moving forward in a direction with your work. So be decisive. These are cards of decisiveness. You know, make sure that you're decisive and you make choices to do what, incorporate into your work what brings you joy, to arrange your work as much as possible, to allow yourself to have a fulfilling personal life and balance that, and be proactive with moving this energy forward. So assess and then move forward, and you have beautiful, you know, love and success cards here. So yay for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a beautiful November. Blessings. Yeah, are we doing on time? We're doing okay on time. Let's move forward. Let's keep it going. We're moving on to Cancer. Putting these cards back. Okay. Clearing the cards. All right, Cancer. Tuning into Cancer. My moon children. Hi, Cancer. I'm just tuning into your energy, my friends. Cancer needs to know for November 2022. It's Cancer. We've got Two of Swords that fell out. What does Cancer need to know for November 2022? I feel children around Cancer, a lot of Cancers. We've got the Hermit, we've got Empress, and we've got the Moon. Three major arcana cards. Okay, Cancer, you're rocking and rolling over here. You've got some intense energy. Let's tune into you. So Cancer, yeah. The Hermit. for your general energy. Yes, it feels like, you know, you're wanting to reflect about something before you move forward. I feel like you're wanting to look at the timing of something and reflect on the timing. You might be at a crossroads or a stalemate with something, and you're wanting to understand the timing and understand your role in something before moving forward. This is a very powerful emotional healing, spiritual healing, spiritual wisdom card, a card of going within. And I feel like that energy is around you, that you do have, you know, you're holding onto that star, that lantern, you're holding onto the light and connected with the light. I feel like, you know, you're wanting to find a new way of moving forward to shine that light, to investigate paths before embarking on them. Repeated message this month in signs. Empress is coming to you for relationships. Cancer. Yeah, so Cancer, I feel like you are the Empress this month. You have an Empress energy about you. I think I was feeling children. You might be hosting events with children, or connecting with the family, or being a very motherly presence to others this month, in nurturing their inner child, or you are perhaps nurturing your own inner child. But yeah, so I feel like in relationships, Empress is guiding you to, you know, oh, here we got the Nine of Cups. You've got some beautiful relationship energy here, Cancer. So the Empress, I feel like, is guiding you to stay strong in your needs as you're giving to others, and stay attuned to your own needs. And nine of Cups is coming out here. Maybe some parties, you know, maybe this is Thanksgiving or some other November get together. But I feel like Nine of Cups, it feels like there's a certain steadiness in your relationships. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Interesting. This is coming up in relationships. So it feels like this steady energy for you, that you're moving ahead, that you have a lot of grounding. You might be a leader in your relationships this month, Cancer. But I feel like Spirit is guiding you to, you know, embrace joy and have fun. You know, you can be the queen or the king, or you can have fun. And also, yeah, here comes that leadership energy again. You know, you might be a leader. It's really important that you are clear in your communication this month, Cancer. It's important people understand you. So don't assume that people understand your motives or what you want or what you think the plan should be. It's important to communicate that, and to be to have that, you know, king energy, confident yet generous, but being decisive and clear in your communication. So I feel like some beautiful energy for you in your relationships this month, Cancer. Make sure that you're communicating what you want, and you might be the leader, and it might be helpful for you to be the leader. I think you're going to be very nurturing to others this month, and yeah, don't be afraid to, if it feels appropriate, step into that leadership energy in your circles, and to make some changes that might be beneficial. The moon is coming up for your career finances. So, and that's Your, well, the moon isn't a planet, but I'm going to call it a planet. That's your planet. That's your cosmic creature over here. Cancer, the moon, your ruling planet. So the moon, yeah, the moon for your career. I think the moon is saying don't look back. I think you're moving forward, and there's, some cancers who are thinking about the past a lot this month. But I feel like it's important for you to stay grounded as you move forward and rely on your intuition as you're making career decisions, Cancer. You need to allow the past to be the past and start a new path. Even if you're doing the same thing, like, every day is a new day. This is the first day of this next chapter. Pulling a couple of clarifying cards for your career, Cancer. Make sure that you're respecting yourself too. The King of Swords asks for, demands respect. But the Knight of Wands coming out too. So as you respect yourself more, others respect you, and use discernment about how you respond to people regarding respect. Are you standing up for yourself? I think a lot of Cancers might be coming to terms with how they really feel about something in their career, work, finances. And this is going to help you too. You're going to, maybe something's going to come up, you didn't realize how you felt about something, or an intuition. And this is going to help you understand more what you really want and how to move forward. And for some Cancers, this might mean setting a limit, setting a boundary, standing up for yourself. I feel like that communication comes in too. You want to be clear and compassionate, assertive yet empathic in your communication. So some Cancer might be wanting to make a change in your career at this time, looking at starting something new. You might want more adventure, excitement, passion, what brings you passion in your career. But I feel like you have the opportunity to understand more of your needs and what your soul really wants in your work at this time. And you can be really decisive and even a leader, Cancer, and make sure that you're, surrounding yourself with people and making decisions that reflect self-respect. And you might even take this to a higher level this month. But you do have the opportunity for, these are new opportunities, exciting opportunities, change, leadership. So November might be pretty cool for those things. Cancer, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful November. Blessings. Let's keep the party going with you, fabulous, unique Leos. Hi, my Leonine friends. Hello, my beautiful lions. Welcome. Tuning into Leos. Hearing all these cards. What do my beautiful Leos need to know for November 2022? I feel a friendship energy around you, Leo, and I heard I'm inclined to say yes, whatever that means. Tuning into Leo, it's like you are at the right place at the right time this month. That's what I feel for you, Leo. Got Hierophant and Star falling out. This is right place, right time. Synchronicity, cosmic, divine guidance, order, flow. These cards are for Leo. What does Leo need to know? For November 2022. Let me try and not knock over the candles. I know you want me to start that fire, Leo, with your sunny fire, but I'm being responsible with the fire and not knocking over the candles. Okay, I'm just being weird and silly. Leo, I'm tuning into your energy. You've got 10 of Pentacles, you've got 2 of Cups, you've got 5 of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's your cards. I'm a little bit slap happy right now. I don't know if you can tell. It's been a long week. That's okay. I'm happy to be here. Tuning into Leo. Pull it together, Anne. Pulling it together. Tuning into Leo. Okay. Ten of Pentacles for your general energy, Leo. Oh my gosh. Abundance, ancestral support, community. So general energy for you, Leo. I'm here. You're not afraid to take something apart and put it back together again. You're redoing something, having fun, reordering something in your life. You're putting the pieces back together in some way, I feel like, Leo. I feel like you're able to climb higher in your social status, some Leos. And I feel like you're aware of more how other people create wealth and manage money, which helps you. It would be a great time to research financial goals management approaches to wealth creation, because as you study other people's forms of success, it helps you form your own plan for success. I do feel though, like a lot of Leos, you're in the right place. You have the opportunity to sort of like shift into gear, be at the right place, the right time, put something maybe that was you haven't been sure of, or that's been, you know, not quote successful or stuck. You're sort of able to take something apart and put something together again. The calm within. Sacred geometry. Yeah, it's like vortices, spirals of creation and thunder. There's, you know, you're able to change things up here and tap into your power. Two of Cups is your relationship card, Leo. Yes, Leo. I feel like, Leo, you might be helping someone overcome something this month and be a leader of peace. You might be a presence of healing. I feel like you're very comforting to someone this month. I feel like that's one of the things this card is saying to me. So, and for your relationships, love life, but also friendships and family, just relationships in general. I feel like, so you're getting some two. You've got like 3 twos pop out. I mean, look at these: 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So twos are about slowing down, balance, intuition, decision, choice. Did I mention balance? So I feel like this is going to help you in your relationships. You're looking at, you know, that's the guidance, is slow down, really pay attention to others in your life, your partner, your friends, your family, your people. Listen, and you might find that you're able to understand more intricacies. Can't speak today. There might be some decisions that you're making around relationships. So really slowing down and listening to someone else can really help you to understand the best way forward. If you might be wanting to make some changes in your relationships, and you kind of need to feel the energy first. I feel like also in your area of relationships, Leo, it's almost like taking a step backward is moving a step forward. Allow someone to communicate with you more, and there's more communication, and this might be through text, through writing, but communicate more. And it's a repeated theme here. And there's more direction forward, and there's more of the energy you want to see in your relationships when you have a better idea of someone else's needs. And I think you are able to be really supportive to someone this month. Baby steps. Here's the Starseed Oracle card. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So here we come up again with those twos, those intuitions. So pay attention to your intuition in relationships, even if you don't have the evidence that your intuition is correct. trust it and trust your gut. So follow your gut when it comes to your relationships, and slow down in order to listen to that intuition before you move forward. Protection guardian, drop your shields. Yeah. Moon, take note of intuitive messages. Are you being overprotective? Are you being overly action oriented? Is there too much emphasis in you or too much emphasis on the other? Pay attention to your intuition. Also, listen to the other person. I feel like communicating, you're going to get intuitions in your relationships. But you might find you're able to negotiate better with someone as you pay attention to those intuitions and things. You're in the right place at the right time as you trust that. Even if you don't know, even if you don't see the evidence, just trust your intuition. 5 of Wands is coming up for your career, Leo. Leo, I feel like you need to forgive yourself if you feel like you made some mistakes. You need to, I feel like Spirit is encouraging you. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, Leo, try again, my friend. I feel like Spirit is encouraging you. Don't give up. Don't focus on past, quote, failures. What is a failure but just a learning experience on our road to success, growth opportunities. So we might need to let go of something from the past, do some forgiveness, self-forgiveness, forgiveness of others. And you got to build up that beautiful Leo self-esteem and confidence again. And there's an opportunity to, I feel like this is coming back to this guy, redoing something, taking something apart and redoing something. So something in the past may not have gone great for you in your career, but you have the opportunity, or finance, you have the opportunity to redo some things here. We've got square, we've got, variations on the square shape in sacred geometry. Foundation. This is a very grounded foundational card. 10, very grounded. Foundation, stability. So in your career, you're looking at, being that stable square, and that might mean, so looking for stability, letting go of how you saw yourself in the past or past mistakes. And you can create, this is an abundance card. You can create this amazing abundance. You've got to be able to be in the present and embrace your vision for the future. Learn from the past, take from the past what you learned, and do some release rituals, do some forgiveness rituals. But I feel like there's more than meets the eye to something moving forward, and you can create something anew, perhaps even something, that you thought was dead in the water. Mirror guardian, take time to reflect. Yeah, so that might be what's coming up as a block for me, maybe even unconsciously. What are my fears, or how am I judging myself or judging others? Or maybe I'm seeing things, I'm the Debbie Downer and I'm seeing all the negatives. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Leo, you're not that Debbie Downer. You're a sunny sunshine. So be that sunny sunshine, and you might need to look at the shadow before you can release it, in order to get to that place of hope and synchronicity and things falling into place. But you can shift into that so easily this month, Leo. It's you coming to terms with some part of you or some past, release, let go, start over, and having that, allowing that divine source, inspiration, your higher self to guide you. Trust your intuition in your relationships and in your work to recreate something, to move forward with something. You've got, cosmic alignment waiting to guide you. So abundance, love, you got it going on, Leo. I hope you have a beautiful November, Leo. Thank you for tuning in. Blessings. Well, we're moving on to Virgo. Clearing these cards. Virgo. Thank you for bearing with me. Hi, Virgo. Turning into Virgo, turning into Virgo, and tuning into Virgo. Am I tuning in and turning into a Virgo? I think in Vedic astrology, I am a Virgo. In the traditional Western astrology, I shouldn't say traditional, in the more modern Western astrology, they're both equally as valuable. I am a Libra. But Vedic astrology is very intriguing. Tuning into Virgos, because apparently I'm being one right now. Hi, my earthy Virgos. The Virgin, tuning into the Virgos. What does Virgo need to know right now? Spirit for November 2022. Tuning into my Virgos. What does Virgo need to know right now? Virgo. I feel a success vibe around you. You're getting somewhere. Things are getting better. We got Hierophant, 10 of Swords and 6 of Swords. Virgo. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Virgo. I feel like there's this part of you wants to express something, communicate something, tell something to someone. Part of you wants to hold back. There's a reservation. This is a very reserved card. Conformity, rules. So I feel like, and that's, there is a reserved quality to many Virgos. I love you, Virgo. So Virgo, you're a little bit reserved. You're a little bit pulled back in some way. And yet, I think part of you wants to speak out. I feel like this month, it's important for you to find a way to express yourself and to allow the chain of communication to move more in your favor, to use your channels for communication in a way that is aligning with your true self and your highest good. So be vigilant about how you're communicating. Are you communicating too much or not enough? I feel like a lot of Virgos are not expressing themselves as much as they could. That's the growing edge here. So is that you, Virgo? So are you confining yourself? Are you restricting yourself because of some kind of, lower restrictive, unhelpful paradigm? And would it be helpful for you to look at, how can I let my heart sing? How can I get this off my chest? I feel like some Virgos need to get some things off their chest and to communicate with others. There's several ways to do that. Some ways are more helpful than others. So find a way to, and it feels like it's just, almost a community group thing with some Virgos. It's not just one person, but just, connecting with a group energy or finding a way to communicate in a more helpful way with the group. And you might want to look at exploring perhaps new ways of expressing yourself in a compassionate, appropriate, yet truthful way. 10 of Swords for your relationships. I feel like a lot of Virgos have been trying at something in their relationships. This could be family, friends, personal, community, romantic, sexual, any kind of relationships. I feel like some Virgos have been trying, in relationships, and you're sort of coming to a head. You're coming to a stopping point. You're coming to a wall. You're coming to, you don't need to try so hard anymore kind of feeling. And I feel like Spirit is guiding you to stop trying so hard if something isn't working. You may need to, there may be an ending. You may need to let go. And that letting go may or may not be an actual ending to a relationship. It may mean the ending to the type of relationship that it was, so that you can move forward to a better kind of relationship. But if something you've been trying in relationships hasn't been working, you've been putting out maybe some gestures, affection, but it's not being reciprocated, then it might be time to reassess. Do I want to keep doing this? If you've been trying to, nurse something along, or, I feel like it kind of wants you to ask, have you been trying to keep something going that just doesn't want to go, at least that way, at least the way you've been doing it? I'm going to pull a clarifying card for you, Virgo, for relationships. I feel like it's just sort of time to take a break from something in your relationships, and honestly, for some Virgos, and moving on, judgment. Yeah. So there's sort of a reckoning, a coming to terms, a being able to just sort of cut my losses, being able to just sort of accept some things. I might want to start some new things. And in order to do that, I sort of have to have this acceptance of what's going well, what's not going well, and what can I change, what can I not change, and I need to let go of. Yeah. So Virgo, there's hope though. I feel like, the angel is blowing the horn of rejuvenation and resurrection, giving you, that's what judgment is about. It's also ascending to that higher level. So using your judgment and discernment of choices in relationships, you know, kind of open it up. I feel like spirit is wanting you to move this to a higher level, and don't take things so personally, or hold on to things, you know allow spirit to guide you to better relationship patterns and better relationships that are truly helping you and giving you what you really need right now. And for some Virgos, it might, like I said, for some it might mean an ending, but for some it might just mean shifting gears in a relationship and sort of accepting, you know this isn't exactly how I want or how I thought it would be, but how can I shift gears moving forward? And for some, I feel like it is an ending and beginning. Here's also moving on, a moving on card. And this is coming up in your career finances. And this is moving on and things get better. So if things have been challenging for some Virgos, this is a card that things are about to get better. And I feel like the Six of Swords, I feel like you might be moving forward without someone in your work, finance, career. You're moving forward, and part of that is actually also leaving someone behind, maybe, which is also came out in your relationships. But things flow easier with your finances, career, and I feel like spirit is guiding you to. And this is a repeated theme with a lot of signs. Understand the undercurrents as you make decisions. So tune in, this is a very intuitive time of year. Tune into those undercurrents to understand what's happening in work, what your options are. Don't look at what other people are doing. Disconnect from, comparing yourself from others and other people's energies when it comes to that. And trust your intuition. You can feel which way the current is flowing. There's a little bit of like competitive jealousy, strife, conflicts possibly going around with the people around you. So don't tune into that, Virgo. I think, part of this is just you trusting your own ingenuity, Virgo. Trust your own ingenuity, your own intuition, your own vision. What's the best way to move forward? And I feel like there is a certain amount of just disconnecting with others, one or several people. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. So you might have some difficulties you're moving away from, and some opportunities for new beginnings in your career finances. I feel like, communication is there too. I want to come back to communication. Yeah, you need to get something off your chest, maybe, Virgo. So your shadow might be coming up, some difficult feelings, something from the past. Find a way to express that and process it, and in a healthy, nurturing way. You might find creativity. Page of Cups is imagination, intuition, creativity, the heart. You might find creatively expressing yourself through writing or art or music is really therapeutic to you right now as you're processing some of this stuff. And that can be, and I feel Archangel Raphael's around you, an angel of healing. I feel like you're doing some healing this month, and you can do some powerful healing, finding a way to, let go, process, change, and allow yourself to get something off your chest. So Virgo, you have a lot of powerful changes that want to come through and a lot of healing. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed November. Thank you so much for tuning in. Blessings. Clearing these cards. Okay. Next we have Libra. Hello, my beautiful Libra. Balancing the scales. Libra, here we go. Libra, tuning into your energy. What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know for November 2022? Cards are for Libra. What does Libra need to know for November 2022? I feel like some Libras are selling something or giving something away. There's a letting go. Feels like some Libras are letting go of something physical, letting go of something maybe not physical, but it feels like maybe selling something. A lot of Libras are doing some moving on. Okay, you got the 8 of Wands for your general energy. You got the 5 of Pentacles for relationships and the Page of Pentacles for career. Don't worry, we'll tune in deeper. 8 of Wands for Libra. I feel like Libra is looking good. Libra is moving forward, full steam ahead with something. I feel like you're in the right place at the right time, which came up with another sign. I feel like you're in the right place at the right time. And Libra, I feel like a lot of Libras have the opportunity to find that flow this month where I can figure out how to align myself with the cosmic flow. I feel like there's letting go. I feel like there's moving on. I feel like there's action. I feel like it's a powerful moving ahead energy for you, Libra. For a lot of Libras, you have that opportunity. I feel like, and some Libras are just realizing I don't need to understand everything in order to just move on. I don't need to understand someone else's motives to the depths. I don't need to understand why someone did something. I can just move forward. And you're letting go of needing to know certain things. It's almost like I don't need to know why this person was mean to me or why this person wasn't on board or why this person doesn't like me. I don't need to know, why this didn't work out or what was underneath all of that. You know what? Maybe some of it isn't my business and I can just move on. This is a card of, opportunities, fast moving energy, things just falling into place, things moving rapidly, fast change, sudden change, and full speed ahead. So I feel like, a lot of Libras just have the opportunity to let go of, I don't understand, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. On a certain level, I can program myself to understand what does matter, that I understand from relationships or what, endeavors or what have you didn't work out in the past. And I can just move forward. I don't have to control everything. I don't have to know everything. We don't have to know everything. I can just make peace with it and move ahead. So yeah, so I think you're going to have some opportunities for, change, career, just magical opportunities coming at you, Libra. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, don't be sad. 5 of Pentacles for relationships. Let's tune in. We'll pull a clarifying card here. It's not a happy looking card, but you know what? Appearances can be deceiving. Libra, 5 of Pentacles. I think you're making some changes in your relationships, Libra. 5 is a number of change in numerology. This is the 5 of Pentacles, and it is about on the surface, hard times, loneliness, lack of money, lack of love, lack of resources, lack of physical vitality. But you know what? Sometimes we need to experience that void, that openness before we can experience the abundance come in again. So it's kind of like, what are you, or what do you need to get rid of and let go of in order to make room for your miracles, your magic. And this is coming in your relationship. So, you know, I think some Libras are doing some letting go and maybe even cleaning house, maybe even I feel like a lot of Libras are more aware of how relationships are affecting you and making changes accordingly. You might be setting up some new boundaries or new agreements in relationships. You might be letting go of some relationships, and this could be, you know, friends, family, romantic, any kind of relationship. But Libra, I feel like in November, it's important to not stay with the crowd, to follow your intuition, and, you know, don't just do something unconsciously because you're supposed to in your social life. Be bold and make changes where you know you need to make changes. Trust that intuition. I'm going to pull a clarifying card for Libra for relationships. You know, there might be some sadness that come up with some Libras with this. We've got King of Pentacles and Judgment. King of Pentacles could be you, Libra. It could be someone in your life. And then we've also got Judgment. And here we go. I feel like Judgment, yeah, you're making some changes in your relationships and assessing, is this really helpful for me? Is it not? Do I want to make some changes moving forward? And I feel like Spirit wants to guide you. Don't take on other people's stuff. You know, this is what's going to help you move full steam ahead. Don't take on other people's stuff. Don't get overly curious about the, you know, the whys and the hows and the, you know, the motives. I feel like Spirit is guiding you to just see the reality as it is, trust your instincts, and then make changes accordingly. You don't need to know all the underlying reasons. King of Pentacles in your relationships, Libra. I feel like you're tuning into your strength here. You're really tuning into your strength. What people, what groups, what social situations help me feel strong, help me feel abundant, help me feel grounded, help me feel nurtured, help me feel my power. And as you make changes in your relationships, Libra, you might have some periods of you know, sadness or even regret, but what you're doing is tuning into your power and nurturing yourself and creating the space for more empowerment and love and nurturing to come in. Page of Wands, career, finances. I feel like a lot of Libras are going to be put to the test, but you're going to pass it. A lot of Libras, you're standing strong. I think you need to be more proud of yourself. You know, Libra, you have a lot to offer. And this is a sign, you know, passing the test, good news. It could be a job offer. It could be a change in job. This is also a card of inspiration. It's a card of passion. The page hands us that wand of, it could be, you know, a new romantic relationship. It could be a new creative endeavor, more inspiration. It could be ideas. It could be a little bit more adventure. This could be some good news. So I feel like Libra, I feel like a lot of Libras are going to get some good news. You're going to be able to move forward in your career and finances, and you're finding a place that suits you better in your career, whatever that means. I feel like you're wanting to move ahead, and a lot of Libras are seeing the opportunities to do so. And the way to tune into these opportunities is remember your magical, amazing self. Remember that you are on top of it and that you are a magical queen or king or royal presence. Yeah. So I feel like, you know, for some Libras, it's interesting. You've got the Three of Swords coming in, and then the Nine of Pentacles. You've got some abundance cards here. Okay, so there might be, you need to come to terms with something though, and there might be an ending in your career. There might be you're realizing something isn't for you, some component in your career you're needing to leave behind. And again, making room for, repeated theme for you, that new abundance, new opportunities. These are abundance, prosperity cards that want to come through. Yay, Libra. And as you're just less defensive, you're more confident, you're more just, you know, self-assured, more comes to you, Libra. I feel like as you kind of let something go in your career and your work, and you sort of stop putting your energy towards something that isn't working, it opens up the way, and then you're more self-assured, you're focusing more on what brings you joy, and that opens the door. More people are going to come to you, more opportunities want to come to you. And you're celebrated more as you make room for that. Three of Pentacles, you know. It's like you don't even need to try a lot of Libras. You just have opportunities coming to you. And take time to understand if you get multiple offers for different things coming to you. Some of them, you know, you'll need to take charge and be a leader. But I feel like the message from this Three of Swords, kind of like the Five of Pentacles, you know, these are not sunshine and rainbows happiness cards, but they lead to happiness because they teach us about endings, and they teach us about healing and looking at the things we need to look at and change in order to move forward. So with the Three of Swords, it's okay not to like something or like someone in your career, I feel like is coming up too. And it's okay to make a change accordingly. So don't feel guilty about that, and don't take on other people's stuff. You can't be everything to everybody. And as you make room for what you truly want and focus your energy on making a space for that, it really does come in this month. So you have changes coming, opportunities, more empowerment and nurturing and abundance that wants to come to you. Ooh, I'm sorry, defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. So forgive, let go, ask for forgiveness. Do some letting go, Libra. And you know, this is a card of reckoning. You might be, you know, doing some reckoning. This might be a reconciliation. This might be just an acceptance and letting go and coming to terms. And it might mean that I have to let go of truly understanding, you know, why did this person do this? It doesn't matter. It happened. Come up with the meaning that makes sense for you. You know, maybe it matters, but what I guess the more clear message that wants to come through is don't get caught up on, I need to control this by knowing everything. Use your spiritual practice, ask for help and guidance, how you can come to terms with something and let go of it, and what you need to know from that in order to move forward. And as you let go, as you forgive, as you know, come to more of a resolution here, whatever that looks like, then you open that doorway for more love and abundance and magic and life energy to flow through. So Libra, I hope you have, I want to pull one more card for you. I can't stop. What does Libra need to know? Sri Yantra and June Companions, Butterfly. New life, you know, it's that new life and the imagination there as well with the dragonfly. So new life is waiting for you, Libra. You are going to spread your wings, come out of that cocoon and spread your wings like a butterfly. You have that beautiful imaginative magic like the dragonfly, helping you have these amazing creative ideas and inspirations as well. What a magical spread for my Libra companions. Libra, go in light, go in love. I will see you next video, session, or group. Blessings. Putting the cards back. We're moving on, people. We're moving on. Just Scorpios. My Eagle Phoenix Scorpion friends. Clearing this energy. Hello, Scorpio. I've got your paraphernalia behind me. I got a skull. I got some Scorpio mood behind me. Hi, Scorpio. It is so lovely to connect with you, my beautiful friend. Let's tune into your energy. Tuning into Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know for November 2022? I feel like, I see the tower. Some Scorpios have made big changes or want to make big changes. Two of Wands wants to come out, Scorpio. Like a death rebirth energy. House Scorpio. We're in the time of Scorpio, so come on. I think your planet moved direct in October. Pluto. What does Scorpio need to know for November 2022? These cards are for Scorpio. Okay, we've got Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Two of Wands fell out. Tuning into Scorpio. Well, Scorpio, I feel like you might be seeing things are working in some ways with some connections and relationships and life areas, and some are not. And it's time to, take a good hard look at reality and look at what's working, what's not working. And this helps us to admit what's not working. So I feel like Scorpio, you're in that Scorpio intuition and insight time right now, very powerfully. It's a great time to admit what's working, what's not working, so I can understand what changes to make. I feel like this is career, but it could also be relationships. And I feel like you're shifting gears to get back to your power, man. You are shifting gears to get back to your power. We've got Knight of Cups in relationships. That's a very romantic relationship card. So Scorpio, in your relationships, I think some Scorpios I'm hearing some are setting their sights higher in relationships. I feel like there's been a little bit of stagnant energy for some Scorpios, and that could be in the relationship you're currently in, romantic, friendship, family. It could be that you haven't been in a romantic relationship, and so Spirit is guiding you to, kind of get that energy flowing again. I think some Scorpios are taking a trip having to do with relationships. It might be for the holidays, it might not be. But I feel like Knight of Cups is guiding you to, let me pull a clarifying card here. Knight of Cups, yeah, Empress wants to come out. You're taking on less. You're taking on less. You're able to disengage and not be so heavy in some ways. Spirit wants you to disengage. Oh, and you know what? And I saw the tower when I tuned into you, just even without the cards. So changes. This is about sudden change. It's also about revelation and insight. Something ending suddenly, sudden change. So this wants to come out as well as Empress in relationships. Scorpio, yeah, I feel like you're wanting to move forward with something, and some change might be needed in order to make that movement forward in your relationships. Don't be afraid to admit what's not working in order to address it. So there might be something you're letting go of, that heaviness where you haven't admitted something to yourself, and it's kind of a repeated message with some different sides, but you're kind of admitting it. Yeah, here's that King of Swords. Let's just be real. Let's be decisive. Let's be honest. Let's be direct. Let's admit what's working, what's not working. And in that way, I know how to move forward and what changes that I want to make. King of Swords could also be, so could Knight of Cups. You, someone around you, could be the energy in your relationship. Live. So Scorpio, yeah, in relationships, don't be sorry if you need to let go of something, if you're, admitting something that you didn't want to see. It's painful, but isn't that power? Isn't that power? And then you know how to address it. And it might even be, on your end, that you've been behaving in such a way that you weren't consciously aware that's been destructive or not helpful. Look at this, cracked open. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. you might be cracking something open. Something might be cracking open where you see the truth. You wanted to see it or not. Here it comes out, Scorpio. Jump in and Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So some change might want to happen in your relationships. You might want to take a look at the truth about you, the truth about others, the truth about the, other people's motives or actions or dynamics or feelings, or the interrelational space between you two. But don't be afraid to make that change. It might be just what the doctor ordered. Ace of Cups is coming out in your career, Scorpio. I feel like some Scorpios, it's like you're holding something very precious in your career. You're wanting to protect it. You're wanting to prioritize it. It's almost like it's your baby. Like there's something really special to you in your career you're aware of, you're prioritizing. Spirit wants you to protect what is precious to you and what feels like your soul's calling and your work, your career, your routine, and to pay attention to that. Pay attention to what sparks joy, what sparks inspiration. I think you're going to have some inspired ideas, and there's some opportunities on the horizon this month, Scorpio. So this might also be a job offer for something that is very fulfilling, that it could be something creative, something very, healing, heart-centered, service-oriented. Let's pull a card for career for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know for career? All paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Yeah, so it's asking you to slow down a little bit in your career, to, turn within, to ground yourself. And you might have some decisions coming up, Scorpio. Trust your gut with different offers. If you have different offers or opportunities coming to you, you really want to prioritize, what brings you joy and what feels like spirit is guiding you to do in your career. And I think you might find you are very intuitive this month, and you're very intuitive in your career. You might even be prophetic. So pay attention to your dreams, your intuition, slow down, ground yourself. It could help you to ground yourself in nature. And I feel like you're able to sort of move through some of the BS and really find your way to what brings you joy in your career, and those opportunities that want to come through, especially as you ground yourself and trust your intuition over anything else, Scorpio. And align yourself with the people who really, this is a relationship card too, align yourself with the people, these are both relationship cards, partnership cards, who really have your back and who are really good for you, energetically good, good for what you want in your career. Align yourself with the people who want to move forward the way you want to move forward in your career, and trust your intuition, who those people are and how to do that. Scorpio, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. You have some positive change on the horizon, powerful things happening. You're tuning into your power, and opportunities want to come. So blessings as you navigate these waters. Happy Scorpio season. I will see you next group video or session. Take care. Okay, we're moving on full speed ahead to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, my horse people. Horse, half human. What's not to love? Hello, Sagittarius. Tuning into your energy. Let me clear these cards a little. All right. These cards are for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know? Coming up for, oops, something fell out. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. What does Sagittarius need to know for November 2022? Sagittarius, I'm tuning into your energy. What do you need to know for November 2022? I hear the sky's the limit, and you're not obeying someone else's command. Yeah, and I got some power cards here. King of Wands, Justice, Seven of Wands, Sagittarius. King of Wands, Sagittarius. You're taking control. It's time for you to be in power. Yes, that is what I hear. Sagittarius, I feel like some of you won't take no for an answer. There's underlying chaos maybe in some areas, and you have attuned yourself to the higher octave in these areas, and you're able to find a way around the chaos or to work with people in such a way that you don't have to tune into it. Here's you being the leader, you being powerful, and you tuning up to that higher octave so that you're you have the opportunity to do that, so that you're tuning out of the chaos and into the higher order. And that could mean a little bit of rogue, rebellious approaches and energy. So I feel like that's coming through your general energy. Justice for your relationships, Sagittarius. So I think some Sagittarians are making amends. You're looking at justice and fairness being expressed in your relationships, and you have the opportunity to create more justice, fairness, peace in relationships. And there's a reckoning for some Sagittarians, kind of a theme this month. There's you becoming unglued and not becoming as attached to people around you, and being able to lovingly detach and move through your social circles in a more, it's that feeling of moving from the chaos and that lower, heavier energy to a higher octave, to a lighter, clearer energy that has a little bit more order. So I feel like you're kind of doing that. You have the opportunity to do that in your relationships. That you can, this could be friend, family, romantic, work, any kind of relationships. But I feel like justice is guiding you to be fair with yourself and others, and keep away from others' drama, for lack of a better term. Here is union, relationship, commitment, love, balance, agreement. So we've got a big emphasis here on relationships and balancing the flow in your relationships. You might have a new relationship, Sagittarius. You might have, it feels like you just want to establish more order in your relationships. And what I mean by that is you want more commitment from the other person, or more communication or clarity about what the nature of this relationship is. You'd like to be more active in creating more of an understanding in relationships. You sort of want to clear out the confusion and clarify in relationships, and that can help with shifting from that chaos to more clarity. Sagittarius. For some of you, it's star family. You're part of a team of souls. Call and support. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting, which came up with another sign. So if you are a star seed, Sagittarius, we're all star seeds because we're all cosmic. You're surrounded by cosmic energy, Sagittarius. You're surrounded by your star family, by star beings. And, this also might be apologizing, being apologized to, forgiving, being forgiven, theme coming up. reconciliation or resolution in relationships. I feel like you're not playing like a lower game anymore. You have the opportunity to take it up a few notches, and that might mean redefining a relationship, forgiveness, reconciliation. That might mean letting go and moving on. But I feel like, yeah, spirit, is guiding you. You've got that cosmic energy to clean things up in your relationships. And, what makes more sense integrity wise for you, not just for the other person, but for you. What's going to be, a relationship, friendship expression that truly honors you. 7 of Wands is coming up in career. Power, this is you overcoming obstacles. This is you standing in your power. This is you passing the test. I think like you're less reliant on someone. A lot of Sagittarius, you're sort of able to let go of being reliant on someone. And this is helping you to tune into your inner strengths and actually use your inner power and amazing Sagittarian strengths and ingenuity. Wheel of Fortune, you might be looking at big decisions in your life, big patterns, big picture. And I feel like there's just, be careful not to overly value or overly emphasize the advice or direction of someone or some people around you. Pay attention to your own wisdom as well. Be discerning about who you receive advice from. Yeah, so we've got Cube, stability, strength. Autumn, release the old and rest. So this could be, you disconnecting from someone, something, some pattern that's holding you back in your career. And you have the opportunity to create more stability for yourself. You have the opportunity to, get that job interview, get that job offer, to pass the test, to prove yourself, to make progress, overcome obstacles. Yeah, so you've got death come up, so there's change as well in your career. You might have some changes coming up, but that's to lead to the new abundance and opportunities. Yeah, so Sagittarius, be patient this month, but know that you are very powerful and that you can overcome obstacles, and to balance out those relationships, to admit what you really want, take it to that higher level, tune out of the drama around you, tune out of the chaos, and you be the light you want to see in the world. Radiate the things you want in your friendships, relationships, and notice how that attracts it to you. I think that you have the ability to make some really powerful changes this month, and to clarify more and communicate more what you want, and to tune back into your power, letting go of those around you who have who you've been giving your power to, who have been taking it consciously or unconsciously, and you're gonna tune back into that power. Yes. So Sagittarius, have a beautiful November, my friend. I will see you next video or session. Take care. Let's do the final 3 signs here. Capricorn, tuning into Capricorn. Thank you for tuning into this video. I'm tuning into you, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know for November 2022? Tuning into your energy, Capricorn. Capricorn needs to know for November 2022. These are your cards. Justice, Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands, Capricorn. All right, so yeah, Capricorn. Looking alive, Capricorn, looking lively. Capricorn, I feel like when I'm tuning into your energy, it feels like a lightness, like you've shifted into something a little bit more like some let go of some heaviness almost. You're lightening up. Justice is your general energy card. I feel like there's a certain amount of deliberation of thinking and like imagining and brainstorming and reflecting is happening, and that you may even be balancing some things in your life right now. I feel like, you know, I definitely feel your Capricorn vibe. You're not afraid to get things done, but there's also a sense of, um, I just feel it's almost like this lightness, like um, you maybe have the opportunity to let go of some burdens and to shift your perspective. Here comes Chariot. Yeah, so you're getting things done, and it's this like letting go of excess cargo feeling for you. And I feel like, you know, general energy around you, you have the ability to let go of some things. I think Saturn just went direct and move forward more quickly and just like a more airy, light kind of way. So set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. So you're setting your sights higher. You're shifting up to a higher octave. You're letting go of maybe some burdens. You have the opportunity to let go of maybe some responsibilities or some unhelpful attitudes, and maybe just be a little bit more light and playful for yourself. With your relationships, Queen of Cup comes up. That could be you. That could be someone in your life. That could be energy for you. So with your relationships right now, Capricorn, I feel like, you know, there's the opportunity for love. You might be feeling like you want to emphasize love relationships right now. And you might have a stronger desire this month for reaching out and connecting with your social circle. Here we go. Hireth, longing for home, homesick for the stars, lifting the veil, questioning everything. Inner Earth. Yes. So getting these starseed cards too, there's a desire to ground yourself. Home life is emphasized, and I feel like Spirit is guiding you, Capricorn, to do what nurtures yourself in relationships and take time to ground yourself, to connect with people who are grounding and nurturing. And you know, this helps you as you're forging a new path ahead, because I feel like you do have a strong forging type energy here, and you're making progress and maybe even starting some new beginnings and moving forward. Your ruling planet is moving forward, and so are you. And I feel like, you know, making sure that you're watering your relationships and nurturing your relationships in your personal life, and here might be that balance too, is really going to help you in your professional life, because here comes Ace of Wands in your professional life and finances. New beginnings, passion, drive. You have a lot of potential energy for creating new ventures, beginnings, new jobs, new projects, new chapters in your work and finance. And creativity, I feel like, is highlighted for you as well, Capricorn, this month. And so make sure that you're grounding yourself, and grounding yourself by being in an earthly environment, connecting with the earth, connecting with your home that is nurturing to you, but also connecting with relationships and you know, making time for relationships. Traveler, move in a new direction. So you might be moving in a new direction this month. We're getting like some new energy for you. This is definitely some new energy, fast energy. You're letting go and moving to that next chapter, Capricorn. So allow yourself to let go of what you need to let go of, to open yourself to new possibilities. And as you're, you know, letting go of what's not aligned with you, that makes room for what is aligned with you, right? Capricorn, anything else coming up for Capricorn? I just feel like it's a good month for movement as well too. Just moving around. Forwards don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So there's a lot of movement around here. You might be a leader, you might be doing some physical movement and exploring, you might be starting new ventures. And so make sure as you're doing all this movement to take care of yourself and ground yourself along the way and have some time for stillness and, you know, maybe even reflecting on the changes you're making and what you're letting go of. Capricorn, I hope you have a beautiful, blessed November. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have fun with all of your new forging energy, and I will see you next video or session or group. Take care. Y'all, let's move on to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in, my beautiful Aquarians. Water bearer. Tuning into Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know for the month of November 2022? Tuning in to my wild and crazy and fabulous Aquarians. What do Aquarians need to know for November 2022? I think you're leaving some people guessing this month, Aquarius. I feel like you're a little mysterious. You're playing your hand close to your chest. You're maybe not sharing everything that's going on. Ooh, interesting. A lot of relationship creativity stuff. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 8 of Wands for you, my Aquarian friends. So general energy, 2 of Cups for you, Aquarius. I feel like there's something in the area you're wanting to resolve. This is a card of resolution and reconciliation and harmony and relationship harmony, and also relationship commitment and love and relationship joy, healing. So I feel like you're wanting to make some progress. A lot of Aquarians just bringing relationships more into balance, maybe resolving something in a personal or professional or family or friendship relationship. I feel like you are desiring more justice, perhaps, in your relationships, more balance, and you're looking at how can I perhaps rebalance, renegotiate relationships. 5 of Wands fell out. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles is clarifying card. So yeah, I feel like you're, you know, maybe you're feeling some of the imbalances that could be, you know, misunderstandings or competitiveness, or maybe there's been some fighting, or maybe there's just been, you know, a feeling of lack of fairness and equality and balance, and you are wanting to, you know, balance that water, you water bearer, and create more of that beautiful Aquarian brotherly, sisterly harmony and equality in your relationships. 8 and 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you're figuring something out here. I feel like there's some research that you're doing almost to understand some relationships and what might and that might be the energy that's feeling that you're a little mysterious. You leave people guessing this month, Aquarius, a little bit, because you might be doing some reflecting and learning about relationships this month. And I feel like that is the guidance that's coming through is, you know, don't take it so seriously if you feel offended or you feel slighted or you feel, you know, a way about something, and learn, you know, try and back up, see the big perspective, and try and see your role and the other pieces of the context here. And this can help you to rebalance things. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. I think you're doing some relationship healing. I think you might be doing some physical healing, Aquarius. I think you might be doing some relationship healing, and it could be with someone carnate or incarnate. It could be ancestral healing, but I think you might be doing some relationship healing as well, which might have to do with your physical health and vitality. It's all connected, isn't it? We've got 3 of Cups for your relationship area. So yeah, Aquarius. I feel like you are taking more time for relationships, and there might be some celebrations for you. You know, here in the States, we have Thanksgiving coming up. But I feel like you're taking time for relationships, and I feel like pulling clarifying cards, stand your ground, mountains. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel like there's this desire to break free in some ways, from maybe some things that have felt confining in your relationships. This could be personal, professional, friendship, family, love, romantic relationships. I feel like you're finding it easier to like moderate your contribution to your social circle and maybe make some adjustments. You know, this is stand your ground. So you might be standing your ground in a social situation, but I feel like you're there, you know, there's the opportunity for fun and play and joy in your social life, but there's also you doing some inner work to, here we go again, you're a powerful healer, healing heart. Keep up the great work. You're doing some major healing work again, and I feel like this has to do with relationships. You're negotiating your you're negotiating your role in your social circle and your relationships to bring more balance and equality and fairness and joy in your relationships. And and there might be some really deep physical healing that you're doing as well. In November, you have the opportunity to do emotional healing, physical healing, spiritual healing, psychological healing. I feel like a lot of emotional healing is happening, and you've got the Arcturians coming in to help you. So career, we've got 8 of Wands, Aquarius. That's a good career card. Career, finances, opportunities, fast moving energy. Things are happening. So 8 of Wands. I feel like you're considering your options in your career, Aquarius. I feel like you have some opportunities coming to you, and you don't want to just accept it, you know, without thinking about it. You are using some discernment. But I feel like, you know, with your energy, Aquarius, in your career, it feels like you definitely, you know, you're focused on wanting to move forward, not backwards. And I feel like patience. Yeah, this is overcoming obstacles, Ace of Swords. I'm hearing patience is really helpful for you, that it's helpful for you to have a plan. It's helpful for you to march to the beat of your own drum like you do, but also forward thinking in a planning kind of way. So think about the future. You might want to come up with plans, and this could help you to you know, move forward in a more grounded, balanced way. And you know, just clarify what you're wanting to, so the universe can bring it to you. You might have a helpful person, a contact, someone who's going to be a mentor, or someone who's going to bring you an opportunity this month. So pay attention to that, Aquarius. Yeah. So I feel like, and this is about, we've got air guardian, shift your perception. You doing some mental clarifying your plans, clarifying your goals, write down your goals, you know, write down pros and cons, doing some thinking, writing, planning could be helpful with the opportunities that want to come to you in your career. Because it does look like you have opportunities that want to come to you, career and finance, and you might want to consult with someone, you might want to network. It could be very helpful for you to collaborate or receive some help from someone this month for your career. So Aquarius, heal that heart, heal your relationships, have fun, move forward, make plans, and watch the magic unfold. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Blessings. All right, that was my beautiful Aquarius. And now we are shifting gears to last but not least, Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Welcome, Pisces. Thanks so much for tuning in. I love swimming in the Piscean waters. I'm now connecting with the Pisces energy. What does Pisces need to know for November 2022? Tuning into my Pisces. All right, Pisces, I'm tuning into your energy. What does Pisces need to know November 2022? I'm hearing forgiveness right off the bat. It's good to forgive. It's good to ask for forgiveness. This could be a month where forgiveness is really helpful to you. What does Pisces need to know? Forgiving yourself. Yeah. Okay. We're starting out with the Three of Swords. So forgiveness. Who do you need to forgive? Do you need to forgive yourself? Do you need to forgive someone else? Do you need to ask for forgiveness? We've got some healing that wants to happen here. This may be an ending, a letting go. So tuning into Three of Swords for you, Pisces. And here are your cards just for, so you can see, for November. I'll do it a little bit more pretty. So here are your cards, Pisces. So Three of Swords, yes. I feel like Three of Swords is guiding. You need to find a way to move on from something. You know, this could be grieving a loss, grieving an ending, just that forgiveness, coming to terms, acceptance. And I feel like there is movement forward, within this energy. I feel like it's an inward energy that I'm sensing with you, Pisces. There's, and here comes, death. So you might have some changes going on. You might have some things to grieve and let go of, and that's part of life. Death is a part of life, but it feels like I feel like you're kind of setting yourself apart from the crowd in some ways, and so there might be some coming to terms with that. And then you've got Lovers come up for your general energy. So relationships, healing, decisions, balancing things. I feel like you really want to move past something that's been bothering you, a lot of Pisces. And so this is the month to have that reckoning, reconciliation, healing, forgiveness, letting go, moving on, being able to address that. Six of Wands is your relationship card. So victory in relationships. It's a really positive card. You might have some breakthroughs. I feel like some Pisces are wanting to give someone a chance, maybe give someone a chance who's sort of misbehaved or hasn't been very impressive in some way. Maybe there's the forgiveness as well. And I feel like Pisces, you're just wanting to right past wrongs. There's an opportunity to right past wrongs. And, that could mean healing a relationship. It could be moving on. It could be making amends, forgiveness, ending. We've got playtime and the dolphins wanting to join with you to create more miracles and manifestation. So you've got dolphin energy around you, Pisces. So take time to play in your relationships is something I'm hearing. Maybe, things have been a little bit heavy and it's time to bring in some of that playful energy. But I feel like you're actually doing some relationship healing in some way, shape, or form. A clarifying card for this. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense is the Starseed card. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Pisces, yeah. So in your relationships, I feel like it almost feels like you're on the outside looking in. It's like you have this perspective, you're able to see things a little bit more clearly. And I feel like you're able to trust your intuition in relationships and do what's right for you, even if you don't understand. And maybe that's taking time to reconsider something or listen to someone or look at something in a different way, having to do with relationships. Ooh, see or see beyond current situation. So there's some intuition that wants to come out in your relationships to help you improve your relationships. And even if it doesn't make sense logically, trust that intuition, Pisces. Because you can move forward and have some success and victories in your relationships. And maybe in your life, you can have more success and victories as you're cleaning up your relationships a little bit, whatever that means for you. Listen to that intuition, strong Pisces intuition. Queen of Wands is your career and finance card. So that could be you, that could be someone in your life, that could be the general energy here. I'm feeling with Queen of Wands, you're kind of more on top of it. It feels confident. You feel there's a fire in the air. You might be getting in touch with your passion, Pisces. She's the queen of the passion suit of wands. I feel like some Pisces, you might need to make some changes in order to make room for what you want in your career. Give something up in order to get something. So be aware that there could be some change. And, kind of goes with the death card. Changes want to happen. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. And we've got the High Priestess. So pay attention to that intuition again. And you have opportunities for more money, for starting some auspicious financial career endeavors. You might get, some offers. It's pretty awesome. And, the High Priestess is coming with that. So pay attention to your intuition here. And I feel like timing, there's something with timing this month that's really important. Pay attention to the timing, and that could help you to know how to be in the right place at the right time. I pulled Shaman, trust in higher forces. And, I mean, come on. So this feels like a timing card to me, trusting in the higher timing of the higher mind, of trusting in the timing of spirit. And, as you're trusting in that higher consciousness, that can bypass our little analytical blocks. Cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. So shifting into your heart energy, and your heart energy can actually help you in your career. And it can help you to shift into that intuitive heart and trusting as you're deciding on different decisions with your career and finances. But you might also notice more passion is available to you. Spirit wants you to tune into your passion this month for your career. Pisces, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed November. And I wanted to thank everyone for tuning into this video. And I hope everyone has a beautiful, blessed November. I'm so honored that you tuned in. It was an honor to connect with you. These videos are so much fun. I hope you found it helpful. If you want to keep getting these videos, subscribe, check out my website, see my upcoming manifesting and dream stuff. And I will look forward to seeing you at a future group or session or video. Blessings. Take care.